Photo, pour so photogenic. All I know is to go get it. Shoot my shot, now I ain't gon' miss it. All I know is to go get it. All my life I've been a go-getter. All I know is to go get it. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it. Go get it. Go get it. Photo, pour so photogenic. All my life I've been a go-getter. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it.
I come alive in the dark, and I keep getting stronger. My limit's the sky. I do the impossible, impossible. Shine if I want to. I win every time if I want to. The world mine if I want to. Make the world mine cause I want to. Ay, I'll pull the sword out the border, walk a floor full of cobras. Go to war with you all, we can brawl toe to toe. I can tighten loops in my lace and make lightning lose in a race. I make fire cool and come back from the triangle and Bermuda. I can suit it, live in the mood. And that's without a scuba. So in the laws of nature, I'm breaking the rules. Only thing I'm bad at is being a loser. I can make time traveling a surprise. Make graveyards feel alive. Break the immortal down.
Today, from Acrisure Stadium in Pittsburgh, it's Week 7 of the NFL on EA Sports. Trubisky and the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on Mac Jones and the New England Patriots.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the world's steel capital in the city of bridges, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and Acrisure Stadium. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the New England Patriots and the Pittsburgh Steelers. The Steelers offense about ready to get going. They are 6-0.
Here we go, D, get off the field.
Trubisky going to look to throw right away. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down and a 21-yard gain. Now it's Trubisky. He's going to go for a big play downfield. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Open man is Johnson. Touchdown Steelers. Deontay Johnson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. And that is incomplete. So this game, Charles, you know, we talked about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A great play there. 35 yards. And the Steelers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
So here are the Steelers to take over on offense. Their win streak at 6 coming in and counting as they've got the lead right now beginning this drive 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Flag accepted. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. And they will not get the snap off here. This is going to back them up halfway. They're inching closer and closer here to the wrong goal line.
When you're backed up like that, all you're trying to do is make sure you don't give up a big play, right? You don't miss an assignment that really gets you into more trouble.
And now we're going to get a delay of game. And that's going to back them up halfway. They were already backed up. Now they're backed up further.
I think they were being so careful to make sure all assignments were covered that they end up running themselves out of time.
Get the snap off here. This is going to back him up halfway. And they'll accept that penalty. Now Trubisky back into his end zone. And he will slide down with a good gain. He got him a big chunk of that yardage back, but even with that effort, it'll still be 3rd and long.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on 2nd down.
Get this off in time. So offense moving a little too slow there, could not get set, and they get the penalty. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Trubisky will throw. Going up top. He's got a man complete. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
And now again, the play clock's going to run out on him. Play clock all the way to 0. Didn't get the snap off. 5-yard penalty.
And you see the head coach writing that note on his play sheet right now. He's going to be addressing that with his staff. A sense of urgency, get to the line of scrimmage, snap the ball.
Again, they won't get this off in time. Now flags, and we're going to get a delay of game. Successive penalties have them looking now at a 1st and 20. Now Trubisky to throw. Throwing left outside. It's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That goes for a gain of 31.
Boy, they've definitely come out of the gate smoking here in the first quarter. Whatever they've tried to run has worked. And there's another example right there. Game plan is one thing, but how about his accuracy? It's been exceptional.
And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
Haven't met a corner that's worth his salt yet that ever admits to worrying about man coverage. How about the play there, breaking that pass up?
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Throwing here, Trubisky. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Mitchell Trubisky. And the Steelers take a 3-touchdown lead. Boy, still in the first quarter, and look out. I mean, they are on pace for over 80 points in this game. I don't know that they'll get there, CD, but this has been impressive to watch so far.
That certainly would be history in the making, wouldn't it, partner? I'm glad we're here to actually watch and see if it actually happens, although, like you, I have my doubts, but they are firmly...
And Pittsburgh getting set to possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brent.
A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 45 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A great effort there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the first half. It's not too often that you say, hey, this one's going to be over by halftime. And, CD, I know our bosses probably don't want us to say that because they don't want people clicking away. But this one might be over by halftime.
And since you've already put your job on the line by actually saying it, I will co-sign and go with you because you're my partner. We don't mean to do it, but this game has been exactly as you've described. I see no hope for them going forward.
And now out come the Steelers. Play clock down to 0. And this is not the way to start a drive. Flag comes out, and that's because the offense did not get the play off in time.
And you can see the head coach, he is not happy. Everyone getting away from him right now because he's frustrated that they didn't get the ball snapped in time.
Now it's Trubisky. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they work this out past the 25. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. That little arc on it, he's got to find a way to get his head around to make a play on the football.
Now Trubisky on 1st down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's caught inside the 35. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A big play there. On his way to a historic performance. 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Steelers have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback?
And this is caught inside the 5. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 53 yards. Now they bring a receiver in motion right. Here's Trubisky to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Second down and goal. Trubisky. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
He came through well with a nice pass breakup there. Fortunate that he was on the spot. He's the only guy left to prevent the first down.
On third and goal, Trubisky got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Pat Fryermuth there to make the grab. And the Steelers have taken a 6-touchdown lead. No surprise there. Third and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Following the fumble recovery, it's Trubisky. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A great play there. 33 yards. And the Steelers are pouring it on. And that touchdown reception is the 5th for him in this game, and that ties the NFL record.
And a record that's held up since 1950. This is another person that's tied it, but think about this. Bob Shaw said it in 1950. Kellen Winslow came along and tied it. And then, of course, Jerry Rice tied it as well. And finally, we're seeing it here.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
To throw again on 2nd down. Trubisky got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Steelers just continue to roll. And that, boys and girls, is an NFL record 6th touchdown reception. The record has stood since 1950. What a game.
How about that? Because so many things have to go right in order for it to happen. Not just him catching the passes. Someone delivering it accurately. Offensive line giving them time to throw the ball. A true team record. But he stands above it because he was on the receiving end of so many great plays.
The Steelers taking over now late in this first half. Looking to throw, Trubisky on 1st down. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. They give him a gain of 38.
I'm seeing a lot of hands on hips in that secondary, and I suspect a lot of mumbling under their breath as well because this defense has had no answer for the passing game here in the first half.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A great effort as the first half is winding down. And the Steelers will extend their lead here just before halftime.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there. Unable to do so, that makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right. He's got a man. Complete. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A big play there. 75 yards. And the Steelers extend their lead yet again. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that, man. One play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn.
And the Steelers set to take the field. On first down, Trubisky. He's going to go up top again. Oh, a leap, and he will make the catch. And he goes diving to get as much as he can, following a big gain. A nice little cherry on top there at the end. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 75 yards. One of the good things about throwing it in his direction, he usually has the size advantage on those 2-man catches.
And what I like about his game is that he carries himself at his full height. He understands it's an advantage and uses it at every opportunity.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation. Here's Trubisky toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going. Oh, a leap, and he will make the catch. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. Prime example there of how his height can be an advantage. It makes it tough on some of these smaller defensive backs.
When they try and go through that type of a receiver to get the football, Sometimes that big body, that frame will block them away. And whether the receiver has to elevate or extend, now he has a clear path to the football with the defender usually on his back.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
On a delay of game there, they could not get the playoff in time.
Frustrating for the head coach, frustrating for the offense. Sometimes you have to get the play call in a little bit quicker.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Nick Needham picks it off, and the Pats are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense. The Steelers ready for their next possession. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, a leap, and he will make the catch. And they got this down to about the 12-yard line. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now here's a... end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Trubisky. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, let's face it, not only want to run the score up. It's fun.
I love the way that you expressed that, because you gave plenty of reasons why people like to do things, but ultimately they just like to keep their foot on the gas, and they just want to tromp on teams. And what I like to see is, if you like to...
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And the Patriots are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't.
I think it'll dissuade them from attempting another one.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Back to throw here. Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it. A big pickup of 38.
Even with the big lead here in the 4th, it still bombs away, and frankly, it's working. Why should they stop? Go ahead and keep firing away and gaining those yards.
They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. Well, CD, that helps the home team as they try to erase this deficit. Give them the penalty for pass interference on the defense.
Yeah, and they certainly haven't been happy with what they've seen so far, have they? They're certainly hoping that that call now might get the...
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
The Steelers ready to take over on offense. Oh, Trubisky going to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. He's got a man complete. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles. It certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
He's going to let it go again. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 44 yards.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout, and actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the 3rd quarter doing the old hold up 4 fingers college sign, meaning the 4th quarter is ours, and they certainly weren't kidding.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete. A line of scrimmage once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Trubisky to throw again. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Charles, they're still airing it out at this point despite that huge lead. And some people may be saying, well, why are they throwing the football? These guys, I guess, are just padding their stat. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Pittsburgh offense making their way back out. After the interception, here's Trubisky. That's going to be caught. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for Pittsburgh, their winning ways continue as they get it up to 7-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Los Angeles Rams. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, they dipped to 2-5 now with the loss. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head up to Orchard Park.
Got so many memories that I made on Cascade Road. I done gained the world, I ain't never sell my soul. This is God-given, so I thank him as I go. Hate to sound conceited, but I know. Crazy think they with me. Yeah, crazy think they with me. Run up on me, baby, show you gon' see. Yeah, God power from my head and my feet. Yeah, this colossal. What I say is gospel. I cook this with love. They gon' eat it up and swallow. Follow me. I'm from the ghetto, babe. Seen bodies in the street so I could tweet. I came from nothing.